We want to thank everyone for joining us, no matter where you are in the country. I'm so grateful that you carved out time today to learn more about the Engage product line. My name's John Barton. I've been blessed to be using these products for, boy, it's 13 or 14 months now. I can tell you I probably go through about 6 things of the Hydro EMS. I don't think there's a single product I don't take on a weekly basis, with most of them on a daily basis. And I'm here mainly because of the gentleman that I get to introduce up first. His name's Dave Nemelka. He's the CEO and founder of Engage. When I first got a chance to meet this gentleman, and we're just talking and seeing if there's a great fit, the one thing that stood out extremely clear was his passion for helping people, his passion for a gentleman that you're going to hear from shortly, Dr. Prasad. And I was really, really touched by this man who the history books and society tells us that people that are successful as him, they paint a certain picture, almost like a villain picture. And when I got to really get behind the scenes and hear him, it's like pure heart. It's like Mother Teresa with his own Dave personality, but Mother Teresa heart of wanting to bring goodness to the world. And when he found, when him and Dr. Prasad got connected, it was a match made in heaven. Besides being a very successful venture capitalist and a gentleman with a huge heart, he also graduated from the Wharton Business School. But he is the CEO and founder of Engage. Please help me welcome up Dave Nemelka.
John, thank you so much. And thank you for making time tonight to get us started on this really fun and special evening. Tonight's going to be a subject that is near and dear to my heart. This is going to be a discussion about a product that has significantly impacted myself. I've had some great blessings with the product, and we'll talk about that. But Dr. Prasad and I, once a month, we have the great pleasure of meeting with you and taking Dr. Prasad, this world-renowned, world-respected, man without peer expert on micronutrition and human health, a man who taught medical school for over 30 years, a man who the National Institute of Health came to for research and development. The U.S. military called as the finest in the land for helping our military develop a supplement for our troops. Tonight's a night where we all get to basically sit at his feet, kind of a little bit of a fireside chat, and learn and grow and become more informed as to how we can enhance our health. So Dr. Prasad, welcome tonight.
Thank you, David. And it is always a great pleasure to be with you once in a month to discuss the benefit of our product that we developed all these years. And the idea is to dissipate information to as many people as possible.
You know, Dr. Prasad, I know this is a product you love a lot because if I remember right, the story behind it is your wife, you were buying for her the individual ingredients and
yes,
having her concoct your formulation and taking like multiple capsules every day.
Yeah.
If I remember right, you came to me and said, you know, my wife, Judy, she has been having some phenomenal results from this product, that this combination of micronutrients I've been having her take. And you were like, David, I think this is something that's going to bring health and goodness to the world. I think this is something people will love. And I'm going to tell you right here and now, Dr. Prasad, personally, I want to thank you because my experience is been fantastic with this product. And the product we're going to talk about tonight, everybody, is iBoost. I don't know how important your eyesight is to you folks, but to me, eyesight is like, that's my window to life in the world, right, Dr. Prasad?
Yeah, exactly. Without eyesight, you can't enjoy life.
So we've got a presentation that we're going to share, and we're going to talk about the science behind iBoost. And we're going to introduce to you iBoost as a product that just going to get here the presentation. All right, can everybody see that? Can you see the presentation, Dr. Prasad?
Yes, I can.
Okay, fantastic. we're going to talk about this very special product. And as we get started, I want you all to know that from my youth, I've had eye issues. In fact, I was just talking to my fiance, Janine, about when I moved to Mapleton, Utah in 8th grade. I moved from Salt Lake City to Mapleton. I was one of those geeky kids. I had the big, thick glasses. I was a little bit awkward and I wanted to be athletic. And I really was kind of athletic. And so I wore glasses, and in 8th grade, I tried out for the basketball team and didn't make it. In 9th grade, I made the basketball team as the last person chosen. And during 9th grade, my mother and father, we conversed and I decided to get contacts. Well, getting contacts transformed my life. Now I didn't feel so sensitive as a young adult. I could play athletics and not have glasses. I wasn't as awkward, and that enabled me to blossom to where when I graduated from high school, I consider that one of the key things, that I was an all-state player. I was voted best athlete in my school. I'm not bragging about it. I'm just talking about the impact that wearing glasses had on me. And so as I was wearing contacts over the years, I ultimately decided to do the LASIK surgery, which then enabled me to see better. But with LASIK over time, it starts to get worse. And what would happen is at night, my eyes would become fatigued. And also as I've gotten older, like many of you, I think about half of the people as they get old, they can't read, they have a hard time reading. So I was starting to wear reading glasses, and I was having issues with my long distance eyesight after having had LASIK surgery. And so I was getting to where I was starting to wear glasses again. I was wearing glasses when I went outside, I was wearing glasses to read. And then Dr. Prasad, you told me about this product, and out of self-interest and also because we thought there'd be a benefit to the world, we launched this product. And I'm trying to remember, how long ago did we launch this? Can you remember? It was what, 3-4 years ago?
No, not that long. I think it is probably maybe 6 months.
No, it's been longer than 6 months. We've had
Longer?
that was Sleep Boost that we just recently did. No, I think it's been a couple years since we launched iBoost. I think it's about 2 years.
Okay.
I've been taking this product, and I've gone to 2 eye doctor appointments, and every time they've said my eyes are getting better. I don't wear glasses for long distance anymore, and I rarely use reading glasses. The only time I'll use a reading glasses in a low light environment. And so what I can say is iBoost has personally impacted me. And Dr. Prasad, I've heard many, many other people bear testimony.
Yes.
I'm really excited to talk about this product. What do you think?
Yes, including me. I mean, I had eye problems, similar to you. But now sometimes I watch television and I don't need a glass.
Wow. Well, we're 2 users of our own product. That's one thing I want you to know as we talk. All the products that we talk about, these are products that myself and my family, we consume, we love, we share. And so iBoost is the subject tonight. And what we want to talk about is, in today's fast-paced digital world, I know that my eyes are just under constant assault, prolonged screen time, exposure to harmful lights, environmental stressors. These are all factors contributing to deteriorating eye health, along with just getting older and aging. And so these challenges really presented an opportunity for Dr. Prasad to find a solution. And so that's what we've done. We have a solution and something that will help. So the answer is eye supplementation. These really can become an essential ally as you age and as you're having eye issues. They can be an essential ally in helping your body and your eyes have optimal vision, optimal eye health. And they're specifically formulated to address the biology and the chemistry and the functionality of your eyes. So these products, this iBoost that we're talking about tonight, it was specifically formulated to address unique challenges in the eye, specifically with oxidative stress and inflammation, which we'll talk more about. So we're here tonight to tell you, let's unlock the potential for your enhanced vision and eye health. We're going to unlock that with iBoost. It's a comprehensive solution that has been formulated by Dr. Prasad with great precision, and it's innovative. It's got some ingredients in combinations that nobody else has. And so it's based on cutting edge science, and the scientist is also a cutting edge scientist. That's you, Dr. Prasad.
Yeah.
I can tell you, the journey that I've had at Engage and my willingness to transform my life, my career from doing venture capital, from doing deals, funding other companies to becoming a CEO with a vision of bringing health and wellness and goodness to this world. The foundation of my transformation is you, Dr. Prasad. You're the catalyst. So what makes Dr. Prasad so special? When I was introduced to Dr. Prasad way back in 2012, my first job coming out of graduate school at Wharton School was at Procter & Gamble in brand management healthcare. And at that time, there was a ton of research coming out on antioxidants and micronutrition. And P&G was looking at acquiring a vitamin company, so they had me doing a lot of research. And the research I was reading, unbeknownst to me, would be my future partner's research, and that was Dr. Prasad in the early 90s. He was cutting edge and coming out with research on micronutrients and antioxidants. And so in 2012, when I was introduced to him, I already had a foundational knowledge in this. And when I saw the science, I saw the patents, 14 clinical studies. Nobody does clinical studies. There are very few people do clinical studies on supplementation. When I saw that, I knew there was something special. And the validation was the military, 6 years of testing and validation with 14 clinical studies, 7 double-blind human studies. That took me to a place of belief. And then when I learned more about who Dr. Prasad was, the world's first radiation biology PhD, president of International Society for Cancer and Nutrition, author of over 30 books on micronutrition, including the Bible on micronutrients. You can go to Amazon and buy it. It's a few $100s. It's like the Bible in medical schools and elsewhere for micronutrients. A professor for 30 years, as I mentioned, and also over 250 peer-reviewed articles published on his research. The fact that the National Institute of Health would give him upwards of $1 million a year to do research. Just to get one grant from NIH is a great accomplishment. Dr. Prasad did it year after year for 30 plus years. When I saw all of that, I'm like, okay, here's a man without peer. Here's a special human being. Here's an amazing formulation with the Micro Daily. I knew that this is something that could transform people's lives, and ultimately it's transformed mine in that, Dr. Prasad, you have given me purpose and opportunity unlike I ever dreamed. So thank you. And I want to introduce people to you, and I know it's time for us to dig into the nuts and bolts and the science behind our products.
Yes.
So let's get after it, Dr. Prasad. Let's
Okay.
just start by just talking about what is an eye.
Yeah, you can see that our eye has very complex structure, but I want to focus on retina. And the reason I focus on retina, because retina is responsible for receiving light. And then there is a photoreceptor there, which converts light to electrical signal. And through this optic nerve, you see that optic nerve, it sends message to the brain, and then brain converts electrical signal that to the image that you are seeing it. So retina is it is almost like a camera. And so, and retina is also highly oxygenated. This is one part of the eye is highly oxygenated. And as you know, any place where you have a lot of oxygen, you have possibility of generating a lot of free radicals. And when a lot of free radicals are generated, then you also have inflammation. So you have to remember that retina is the very crucial part of the brain that you see, and this is and you will see that. So this is the pathway how the image that you see somebody just standing or tree, how it gets transmitted to your brain that you are seeing the tree. This is what the trick does. Photoreceptor converts the light to electrical signal, which then through the optic nerve goes to the brain, and brain converts to the electrical signal to the image that you are seeing at the time.
So
And
Dr.
so
Prasad,
yeah,
the eye is clearly very complex.
very complex structure.
And so in that complexity, there's a lot of vulnerability to oxidative stress and inflammation that it affects.
Exactly. Yeah, it is. And that's why you will see that various parts of the eye affected differently. And in some of the slides, which will cause the disease, like, for example, lens opacity, that you have a cataract. Has been established that increased oxidative plays a central role in inducing cataract formation. And radiation also can produce cataract, increase the incidence of cataract formation.
But what you're saying is EMF radiation, that we're all swimming in an EMF radiation
Yeah,
soup. That's
yeah.
negative, not only impacting our cells throughout our body, but it's impacting specifically the eye and can have an impact over time on our eye health.
Cataract formation, yeah, exactly. And
Okay, well,
here
let's
are the
talk about, age-related eye health issues.
Yeah, here is one is called refractive error that eye does it. That means you have short-sightedness or you have far-sightedness.
And I have both of those.
Yeah, the lens changes. And
Yes.
age-related macular degeneration, there is another form of eye disease, wet form and dry form. Dry form contributes to 90% of all cases of macular degeneration, and wet form leads to blindness. So wet form is more dangerous than a dry form of the macular degeneration. The cataract, everybody knows, opacity of the lens, and glaucoma is another very common people in old age. And there are two types. One is open angles and one is closed angle. Open angle contributes to 85 to 90% of all cases. Then you have diabetic retinopathy, diabetic related changes in the eye. And you will see that these different types of eye diseases have a different pathology, different changes in the eye. Next slide will show it. Here, this is the pathology of the major eye diseases. Refractive error. This happens is because shorter or longer elongation of the lens. You can see the lens, you saw the lens in the eyes. Cataract is due to the opacity of the lens. And again, in all these cases, oxidative stress and inflammation is involved. Age-related macular degeneration is caused by damage to the retina. We were discussing about the retina. And glaucoma is due to the damage to the fluid draining system, increasing the pressure of the eye. So you go to the doctor, they tell you the pressure. And it's very interesting. My wife has a genetics issue of glaucoma, and despite all the intervention that doctor does it, her pressure never went to more than 16, 17. And since she has been on this eye boost, now her pressure is 13 or 14.
Wow.
So this is very important for glaucoma. And my son, which had inherited from her this particular disease, and even though he's young, but he has some high pressure and like 20. And then as soon as he started taking, then now it comes back to like a 15 or 16, something like that.
Wow.
So this is very important very common. This is also very common. Diabetic retinopathy is caused by damage to the blood vessel in the eye. So diabetes, again, it is all related to the oxidative stress and damage occurs, and at different time, different structure is affected. Here is prevention million, how many millions eye diseases in the USA. You can see that in 2014, refractory error was 48 million. 2030, it is estimated it will increase to 59 million. Cataract, 2014, it was 24 million. And that is expected to increase in 2030 to 38.7 million. Age-related macular degeneration is also increased from 2.1 to 3.7 million. Glaucoma, same thing. Excuse me. Age-related diabetic neuropathy is also increased. So you can see that all different types of eye disease expected to markedly increase as a function of by 2000. So how you can prevent it, and we have a solution how to prevent it.
Well, Dr. Prasad, with these numbers, there's literally tens and tens of millions of people
Yeah,
that need iBoost.
yeah,
And so the market and opportunity for iBoost is very compelling.
very compelling indeed.
Well, and also, Dr. Patel, let's look at the prevalence in the different, ethnic groups.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
why-
for example, you can
Yeah.
see that in a white, non-Hispanic, white American, 42%. Hispanic has the high number, 48%. And so you can see that there's varies. And African American has a low, about similar as a white American. So except Hispanic, there is no statistical significant difference. But look, AMD, age-related macular degeneration. White is 21.8, Hispanic is less, but African Americans is the lowest. So actually here, non-white, non-Hispanic whites are the highest number of 28.8%.
Well, Dr. Prasad, this really shows that basically you're looking at 1 out of every 2 people
Yeah,
need for some form of eye boost.
eye disease, exactly.
So that's a lot of people that presents a very significant opportunity for all of us.
And the trend is increasing. So it is important to take intervention now before you develop one. Even when you have a developed one, it will reduce the progression of the disease and help you to restore some of the original function.
Well, talk to us about what just clarify for exactly what macular degeneration is and how it impacts the eye.
Yeah, macular degeneration can lead to blindness. And it will be, you will have fuzzy figures. You can see the normal eye has a nice structure and here is a macula in the center. And what happens, that macula started getting degeneration because you have extensive the damage to the blood vessels. And you can see that atrophy, and then this causes a kind of you can't see as well as you like to see it. And therefore, main target for is a macular structure within the eye, and that is due to the damage to the blood vessels.
Okay, and let's talk about diabetic retinopathy.
Yeah, this is because of the damage to the blood vessels also. You can see that here is blood vessels are fewer here, but in this case here, you can see that blood vessels are proliferating. So there is a lot of small blood vessels are proliferating. And this is due to the release of we call it an endothelial growth factor, vascular endothelial growth factor. And interesting that in our formulation of microdaily EMF, we have vitamin E succinate, which acts as an anti-vascular endothelial growth factor. And the treatment of this disease, diabetic neuropathy, is exactly medication which FDA approved, which inhibits this vascular endothelial growth factor. But vitamin E succinate has no toxicity and has sufficient amount that it could inhibit also as well in this the retinal diabetic neuropathy. Here is the glaucoma. Glaucoma is the pressure. He simply says here that there is some, you can see the blue structure there, blue hair structure, that somehow inhibits the release of the fluid smoothly throughout the eye and thus build up the pressure in the eye.
And that's what your son and daughter have.
Yeah,
right?
son and my wife.
Yep.
Yeah. And here is the cataract. You can blood vision, you can very easily, you can see that normal eye has very nice. You can see here this very nice lens. Here is highly blurred. The opacity is there in the lens, and then the vision gets all messed up.
This is just an image of a right.
You can see there is no darkness here. Here is some kind of a fiber, the cataract formation.
Well, so let's talk about what causes what's an underlying cause of a lot of these issues.
Main causes is production of free radicals in the eye, which increases the level of inflammation in the eye. And so these two are major factors in the eye. And so if you reduce them, but you have to reduce them at the same time, not one after another. Because, for example, if you take a Advil or any anti-inflammatory drug. It has nothing to do with oxidative stress. It will reduce inflammation. But our current efforts is to reduce them at the same time.
Okay, so those are the causes. So now what are the treatments that are
Yeah,
typically?
for example, you were mentioning about yourself, refractory error is treated by glass. This does not affect the causes of the disease. Glass can improve, but disease continue to progress. Your power of the lens increases as a function of time. Cataract surgery, this does not affect the causes of the disease. It improves your vision, but again, cataract does not, the surgery does not address the causes of the disease, namely oxidative stress and inflammation. Glaucoma, age-related macular degeneration and diabetic retinopathy are not easily treatable. They have all kinds of complex procedures of glaucoma. Since diabetic neuropathy is also associated with the vascular endothelial growth factor, anti-VEGF drug is used in the treatment of this disease. But as I mentioned, vitamin E succinate that we have in our formulation of EMF inhibits VEGF without any toxicity, could be a better treatment agent than currently used.
Okay. So how does eye boost reduce free radicals inflammation in the eye,
Yeah.
Dr. Prasad?
Yeah, because see, if you take like for example, if you just take an antioxidant like EMF alone, it will go to the eye a small amount, but it requires much more because, as I mentioned, the retina is highly oxygenated, just like a brain. Brain uses a lot of oxygen, and so we need a special thing. So eye boost, so we need some antioxidant which can accumulate in the eye. Normal agent that we have antioxidant in EMF, they will accumulate but not sufficient amount. So we decided to find out what kind of antioxidant are present in the human brain, human eyes, and we found out that eye boost. Human has a two pigment, lutein. You can see here lutein and zeaxanthin. So most of the clinical study has been made on combination of lutein and zeaxanthin and has produced a beneficial effect.
Which a lot of eye products have lutein and zeaxanthin. So it's
lutein, yeah.
So I mean, these ingredients are very well established as helping eye health. And then, Dr. Prasad, this is where you've created a formulation that beyond what the current mindset.
Exactly. And lutein and zeaxanthin is why it is more helpful because it crosses in the eye much more than any other antioxidant. But then when I was trying to formulate the formulation, then I said, well, everybody has it, so what is new? And then while doing research, I found out that eagles, bird, which fly high in the sky, I can see their prey in the ground and pick it up. So I said, how they do it? So I said, well, let me see their eye pigment. I found out that eagles have not only lutein and zeaxanthin, but we also have astaxanthin. So I said, that's very good. Why we lost it? Maybe because we did not want to see the prey from a long distance, so we did not need astaxanthin. So I said, okay, I can add astaxanthin. Then I started looking at the toxicity. It has no toxicity, but most important thing astaxanthin function is it accumulates in the eye much more than any other parts of the body.
So it's so specifically is targeting the eye.
Yes.
And versus other ingredients aren't so focused on the eye.
Right, exactly. So all the three ingredients that we have, astaxanthin is the most important one in terms of reducing oxidative stress and inflammation. And so I said, well, it is non-toxic. Why not add it? And we added it, and looks like that people are deriving a lot of benefit by virtue of putting the astaxanthin. And astaxanthin is another uniqueness is that astaxanthin will accumulate the retinal part of the eye, which is highly oxygenated, much more, several hundred times more than other antioxidant.
Okay.
So
let's talk about the unique. So we've got astaxanthin, lutein, zeaxanthin. So let's talk about. You just talked about the eagles and the caribou. let's talk about the carotenoids that are also in the
iBoost has also three carotenoid, vitamin C and vitamin E are added in order to prevent the what do you call it? Prevent the degradation, because some of these antioxidants are very sensitive to light and oxygen. And so in order to prevent the degradation of the product, it has nothing to do with the improving your eyesight. It is simply added to prevent the oxidation of so that your product is same as the label says.
Well, so Doctor, so this is an interesting feature of the products you formulate. So you're looking at the products, not just in what the ingredients we need, but also how to combine them with things in a way that will help them be most efficacious, that will help them be most effective on impacting health. So by adding vitamin C and vitamin E, what you did is you just increased the potency versus other
Exactly.
formulas that don't have that, their potency is going down significantly.
Right, exactly. And another function of astaxanthin that I didn't mention, astaxanthin is the only antioxidant which protects both inside and outside of the cell membrane.
Wow.
Other protects either inside or outside of the cell membrane. So again, as you know, eye is highly membranous structure there. So this is very important to have astaxanthin. But as I said, human lost it. My guess would be because we didn't have to see that distance for
Well,
living.
Dr. Prasad, I know when we looked at the market, there was not another product in the world
No,
that had these combinations, the carotenoids and vitamin C and vitamin E. So
right.
that you've made a very unique product that's very impactful on eye health for sure. Well, let's talk about the benefits of iBoost, Dr. Prasad. We both have talked about our eye health. You talked about Judy and Che, my personal experience. So for any of us to function in this world, we need to be healthy. That means we need healthy organs. We need a healthy, healthy mind. We need healthy eyes, healthy digestion. And so iBoost is designed to improve your health, specifically with the eye.
Right.
Also, as you get older, as we get older, this inflammation and oxidative stress, it's degrading our body. We're getting older. We see, more wrinkles. We see our muscle structure kind of start to fade. The eyes, one of the areas where everybody starts to know it in their age. I'll use another story with my fiance. So she's also middle-aged and she's starting to have to wear her eyeglasses. And every time I pick up my phone and read without eyeglasses, or every time I start reading a book with them, she's like, what are you doing at your age that you don't need that? And I tell her, well, I'm doing iBoost. So that's another product that she's taking and that we're going to enhance her eye health. And so I know that this eye health product will boost and help you too, the people who are watching. So this is an opportunity to really enhance the quality of your life because you can see better. And that's a big part of living life, is to enjoy the beauty of this world. It does it by reducing free radicals and addressing inflammation damage. Now, Dr. Prasad, we talked about this, and that is our Boost products are specifically designed to be taken with a micro daily product. So why don't you explain that to people?
Because micro daily is extremely important because this is for your overall health. And then not only that, when at this age, most of the people are older people, that they also have not only, we recommend that with iBoost, you also take micro daily, but also you have an intestinal dysbiosis, means the number of harmful bacteria have increased and you have to reverse that. And so, we also do that. We recommend, actually we recommend Core 4 in a way, plus iBoost, and to improve eye health together with all of your health or your body.
Why don't you talk about this Nerf 2 a little bit, Dr. Prasad? And micro daily.
Many times, many times you have some product in the marketplace that they can just increase the level of dietary antioxidant, and some of them can increase the endogenous body-made antioxidant. But we have what happens, the Nerf 2 is so important to increase the activation of Nerf 2 is so important to increase the level of antioxidant enzymes. And to reduce oxidative stress, not only you need to increase the antioxidant compound level, like vitamin C, vitamin A, but you also need to increase the level of antioxidant enzyme, like glutathione peroxidase, catalase, SODs, superoxide dismutase, because they are also very important. So we have to do both at the same time. And to my knowledge, Micro Daily is the only ingredient which has activate not only endogenous, the dietary and body-made antioxidant compounds, but they also activate NERV2, and then activated NERV2 will increase the antioxidant enzymes.
Okay, so now that was a lot of science for everybody. The bottom line is a Micro Daily with iBoost is having a major impact on
Yes,
your entire body and the ability to fight off oxidative stress and free radicals.
yes. And also, I want to emphasize, it is also very important to have a probiotics, because when you're older and having eye problem or other health problem, I'm sure literature suggests that you will have intestinal dysbiosis. And so you have to reverse that. Otherwise, you will have all kind of chronic diseases continue to happen.
So
And-
what you're saying, Dr. Prasad, is Micro Daily with probiotic,
Yes,
iBoost is the way to get maximum benefit for
yes,
your body, for your eyes, and also your gut health, and your
exactly.
immune
exactly.
system and your cellular health, all of those things.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, Dr. Said, I want to talk about what makes iBoost special. It's the same thing that really makes all of your products and formulations special, and that is you have a philosophy, and your philosophy, we call it CQF, and that is every time you're formulating a product, you want to make sure you have the right combination
yes,
with the right quantity and in the right form. And Dr. Prasad, his research over the several decades, going on over 50 years now, the prevailing wisdom when Dr. Prasad was starting his research was, let's study each individual ingredient, like vitamin E, vitamin C, vitamin D. Let's study them individually and their impact on the human body. One of Dr. Prasad's innovations was it's not singular ingredients that make the body more healthy. It's the combination.
right.
Our body doesn't just consume vitamin C. Our body consumes vitamin C with vitamin E and vitamin D and the B12s and all the other ingredients that are in a Micro Daily. So Dr. Prasad makes sure that when he's formulating, he's bringing the right combination with top high quality natural ingredients that will assist in your eye health and your overall health. In addition, like we was talking about, where we brought in vitamin C and vitamin E to help create stability and make sure that we preserve the potency of like zeaxanthin and lutein and astaxanthin. It's the idea of bringing in the right quantity and a right blend, so it's blended right. And then it's also in the right form. And once again, iBoost is another example of that, where we've got astaxanthin and it's in a form that is highly utilized and readily bioavailable to the body.
Yes. Yeah.
The CQF is really critical in what separates all your products, Dr. Prasad.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I think, Dr. Prasad, that let's just remind everybody of the benefits we've got, and then we've got a special offer for everybody. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
You like it. I know you like it. That you're like, Dave, anytime we can have it so more people can afford our products and special deals, you're all for it. Well, before we give you that special deal, we want to just remind you, it promotes optimal eye and vision health. It helps provide relief from eye strain and fatigue. I've personally experienced a lot of that. In contrast sensitivity, you're going to experience more beautiful contrast. Supports a healthy function. It's going to fight free radicals and aid in inflammation response. And it's an overall synergistic formulation that you're going to love. So
yes,
talk about what else they're going to love. They're going to love, for one day only, starting right now until tomorrow at 6 o'clock, buy two and get one free. That's a savings of up to $66.
wow.
So we're helping to make iBoost more affordable to folks. Think about that, Dr. Prasad.
That's nice of you.
Well, thank you. Yes. And you know what? I want to make sure we reward everyone who has chosen to come here today.
Yes.
We want to respect your time. We want to respect the fact that you're interested in learning more. We want to respect the fact that you want to learn at the feet of the master, Dr. Prasad. And so, as a thank you to you, we're going to offer a buy two, get one free. You can just go into the back office. You can go to the website. You can buy it now. Now, also, those of you who want to refer this special to others, you can refer it to them, and you can share the blessings, and also you can be blessed by sharing it. So I want to challenge anyone who has someone they think could benefit from iBoost to share that benefit. Well, Dr. Prasad, it's been another great evening. Thank you.
Yes, I enjoyed thoroughly, and I hope people will pay attention to how important this issue is, and there's a simple solution.
It's a simple solution. You take iBoost twice a day, once in the morning, once at night, and experience the light. I like to say it that way.
Exactly.
All right. Well, Sadie, we're not done with the fun. Are you there, Sadie?
Yep, I'm right here, Dave.
So we're going to give people a free iBoost when they buy two. So there's a lot of free iBoost going to fly out there in the next day. But once again, we want to make this fun, and we want to reward people for their time. So I think we've got a couple bottles of iBoost to give away. Is that right?
Yeah, we do. Best part of the night.
Okay, well, let's do it.
Okay, awesome. So as a reminder, how this works is everyone on the call has been given a random number, and I've randomly pulled two numbers from the call. And if I pulled your number, you won. So our first winner is Daryl Mickens. Daryl, are you there?
Daryl, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. You're an iBoost winner. I love it.
All right. All right. That is awesome.
Better
All right.
help coming your way.
Ooh, all right. Thanks, Dr. Prasad. Thanks, David. Thanks, Sadie.
Deep hold over every
So we couldn't have picked a more enthusiastic person to win it. So
Yes,
how about
sir.
that? I love it.
All right. Because I
Thank
just
you.
said, I hope I win me some iBoost. And she said my name. I like to pass out.
There you go. Well, you got it. Well, let's see who the other lucky winner is going to be tonight.
Okay, so our second winner tonight is Paulette Pittman. Paulette?
Well, thank you. I've had 2 cataract surgeries and I got floaties. I welcome the iBoost and will continue.
Well,
Purchase
Paulette, you got a free bottle coming your way. And it sounds like you are the absolute right person to be winning it tonight. So congratulations.
Right.
I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. You know, at Engage, our mission is to bring health and goodness to the world. A part of the delivering goodness is to bring knowledge. The part of bringing goodness is to bring relief from health challenges. A part of the goodness is to pour gasoline on your fire of hope for a better tomorrow. So hopefully tonight you've experienced a little bit of the Engage goodness and enjoyed the opportunity to learn at the feet of Dr. Prasad, the master. You know, Dr. Prasad is almost 90 years young.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to say this. I am so inspired by you, Dr. Prasad. You know, at your stage of life, most people are watching TV, going for a walk, maybe golfing, or maybe just laying in bed and not doing much. But you at 89, you are as active as can be. You're doing calls most every day on Engage. You're continuing your research. You're continuing your publications. You're continuing your professorship and educating the masses. You know, for most of your life, people had to get into medical school to learn at your feet. Engage, we now, with the technology of Zoom and the opportunity we have with Engage as an affiliate marketing philosophy, we have the chance to inform and educate literally thousands and thousands of people now. So
Yes.
I want to thank you for your energy, your commitment, your passion, your enthusiasm. And I consider myself a very lucky man to be standing side by side with you as we continue this journey we call Engage. So thank you, Dr.
Together we'll make it.
We're making good things happen. And I want to thank all of you for joining us tonight. And I look forward to you experiencing the personal blessings of our product, and also welcome you to the Engage family, and look forward to many, many days, weeks, months, and years ahead with Dr. Prasad and I, hopefully touching your life in a good way. We love you, everybody. Have a great night. Thank you so much, Dr. Prasad, and thank you, everybody
Thank you.
else.
Thank you.
Let's go.
There
go,
it is.
Daryl.
Let's
I
go.
love it.
We
Love
love
you,
you
Dr.
all
Prasad.
too.
Dr. Prasad, God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank
Super
you. Thank you,
fantastic
Dr.
presentation,
David.
Dr.
Thank
Prasad.
you.
Good night, everybody.